Let us start programming once again with fun. In this video, I'm going to tell about binary data file handling in Python. Binary data files are not as same as text file. Binary files we cannot read in a text format or a character format. If we will try to read the binary file in this form, then we'll be getting the binary coding or byte code which is not in human understandable form. So how to work in binary file, because image file or any file which is stored in hard disk in a binary form, list, dictionaries in Python, they all can be stored in binary format, but we cannot read it in a as simple form as in text file. So how we can read and work in binary file? Let us see that. So for this purpose, we'll take help of pickle module of Python. Pickling is a term that means converting of Python object in byte stream, that means in the form of computer code, and unpickling. There are two words, pickling and unpickling. Pickling means Python object. Python object here is like list, dictionaries, tuple, that is Python object, and that is converted into byte stream in pickling. And in unpickling, that byte stream is again get converted into Python object as we want in our programming. So the whole process is known as pickling and unpickling, converting in Python object to byte stream and byte stream to Python object. That means the objects which Python can understand. This process is also known as serialization and deserialization, or marshalling, flattening. Few more terms are attached with this. So in pickle module, there are two important methods which are going to help us for working in Python objects, that is dump and load. As the name of these methods are telling, dump means to store something somewhere, to dump it, to write it, or to keep it. So Python object will be stored in the form of byte stream. So we'll be supplying the Python object through our program, and that will be stored in byte stream with the help of dump method. And when we want to read it, we cannot read the byte stream. We cannot understand that. So while taking it back, when we want the byte stream again in Python object form, then we'll be using the method load. So dumping of Python object into byte stream is serialization, and taking it back from byte stream to Python object format is known as deserialization. So syntax is already on the screen, and in practically we'll see how this dump and load methods are going to help us. And even various binary file modes. In my previous tutorial, in my previous video, already I have discussed about various modes of file object. So the modes will be same in binary file in Python, only we need to attach a character B. So let us start with the practical session of this process. Here I have already created few programs that I'll be explaining you. Yes, in file system, when we do the programming, at times with the collection of code, the code gets increased. So few code is already written over here. And one more thing, when we are working with Python binary file, we need to attach by when we are putting mode. So in text file already we have seen how to open the file, and there are few more processes to open the file that I am going to deal in my next tutorial. So other than the modes we have seen earlier, we need to attach B everywhere if we want to work with binary files. and in this coding I am trying to write few records in a file. Means if records will be written, then only we are able to read it. So, and also it's very important how we are writing the record and storing in file, because in returning while reading, the same format will get back. So if we are dumping a list in the file, we'll be getting it in the form of a list while loading it. So first we'll dump and then we'll load. So when we will dump, in which format we are going to dump? List, tuple, dictionary. So in which form, in the form we are going to dump, in the same form we are going to return it back with the help of load method of pickle module. So first line will be import pickle, and the short name PK, that resembles the movie PK. So PK here is an alias name for pickle module, and just empty list I have created. Open the file and store in file object, means opening the file, and out file will be the file object which will be keeping track of every activity in file. And then while true is loop is being used, some data is being taken. So here I am taking a employee normally data file is named as .dat. So just as a conventional style, so I have taken the file name in, and file is existing in current directory where Python is running. So I have not given the full path, I have only given the current file name. The file name only I have given because it is located where, from where the Python is running. So I need not to give the whole path. File, now in employee file I'm trying to store employee's ID, employee's name, and employee's salary. We can grow this, we can add more fields into that. So I'm working with 3 fields. So I'm trying to write employee ID in integer format, employee name in float, name in string, salary in float, and then in the list form I'm storing that into a data variable. And then this just I am trying to show what is the type of data variable. So obviously you will be getting it as string. This is just for testing purpose to show you. If you want to know what is the data type, obviously we have used large brackets, so it will be stored in list form. So you'll get the type is list. And then record.append. Record is the name of the list, blank list already we have taken earlier. Then append data. That means at the end of the list, this record will be added. That means first record is added. And after that, will ask from the user. This is, I'll explain later on what is this. This is not required right now. So you can omit this. Unnecessary, this will create confusion for you. So you can omit this. Do you want to, first record is added. Now I am asking from the user, it is the endless loop till the user is pressing the proper key hit. Do you want to enter more records, Y or N? If N will terminate the while loop, this break is terminating the while loop. If N, or if any other character, the loop will continue. I am taking the input over here in the variable response, and the loop will be continuing till we are pressing any other character than N. And after the loop terminates, and one by one all the data which we have, all the records which we are going to enter for employee, that is being appended to the list named record. So all the, if you want to see what is the data stored in record variable, you can print it over here. It will be print record, simply print and then record. You can just, if you want to confirm what you are dumping in the file, what you are going to dump in the file, you can just print and see. So I'm just putting it in a comment line because I don't want to see the so you can test it. Now after putting all the records according desired records in the record variable, which is as list, now I'm dumping. This is the alias name for pickle module, already we have taken earlier. Dump method, and dump method said first the object, which object is to be dumped. So in record list, whatever So in the record variable, what is being stored that I want to dump in the with the help of the object out file. This is the file object. So first argument, which data to be dumped and where to dump. Which data, that is stored in record variable, where to dump in out file. And what is out file? What out file is my emp.dat. Just a extension doesn't matter, means just is a convention, so I have given dat. So this is being stored out file. Wherever I'll be writing out file, that will represent emp.dat. So whole data will be stored in the file emp.dat. So whichever data we are accepting over here, that will be stored in out file named emp.dat, which is in current directory. And then we are closing a file is also important, as we know. So we are closing the file. Now we'll run it and just put some records in the file named emp.dat. Enter ID. So you can compare it with code also, that one by one we are entering ID, then we are salary. So first one is enter ID. So just I'm randomly entering 101. Enter name, Sam. You can enter your name, and whatever the salary in lakhs or whatever you want to give, you can very well provide to Sam. So the first record. And do you want to enter more records? So if I'll be pressing N, it won't be allow me to enter further. So I'll be pressing Y and then enter ID 102, then name Kriti, and then salary, which and then salary, whichever salary, here we are entering any random salary. Then if you want to enter more records, you can press Y or you can press N. So I have entered 2 records, then I am pressing N. Now the program will end. If you are going for another record, then more records will be added in the list. Till now the data is going to the list. Now after this, there is no output on the screen. The reason is we are not printing anything on the screen. We are just dumping the whole thing into the file. Now if we are going to open the file emp.dat, let us see what it will show. My file name is emp.dat. So some coding format message it is giving. So just see. We have entered 2 records. You can see little bit, you can get it Sam, Kriti. So it is in a binary coding format which we cannot read simply. So now we have to read it in human understandable language, that is English. So let us see how we'll do that. We'll close this file and then we'll go to the where we were doing the coding for writing. So we were writing, so successfully we have written, but we are not able to read till right now properly in our how means in which we want to read, in which form we want to read. So now we'll be reading the data not in binary form, in our understanding level we'll be reading. So I'll be opening the file for reading purpose. So this file, this coding is going to read data from emp.dat. While writing I have used dump, and for reading I'll be using, so few points we have to take care. Again pickle of import, we have to import pickle module, simply a list. I think list if required, if not required I'll omit this. I think nowhere I'm requiring this record variable, so I'm omitting. Then opening the same file in which we have written two records, one for Sam and one for Kriti, but this time read mode, read and binary. And after that we are loading the file. Loading the file means the complete content of the file will be stored in data variable. Complete content, not record by record. There is a process in two ways. That is very important to understand. In two ways we can dump or load. Means if you are dumping one, you are reading one record and then dumping, means taking one record and dumping, taking one record and dumping. Then while loading also, one record you will get in return. In previous file, while writing, if you see the code, what I have done, you can see over here record.append data. Here I am appending in the list, but one by one this dump method can be within the loop also. Means if I want to dump the record list by list, there means one list record at a time and another list record next time, then I might have used this dump method within the while loop. But I want to dump the whole list, means all the records stored in the list at once. Means record, whatever data record is storing n number of records, a list within a list it is actually created. So all the details, if 5 employee details I am entering, all the 5 employee details are dumped in one process, in one way, in one step. So while reading also, when we'll be using load method, we have to read at once only. So if we are dumping in one step, we'll be loading in one step. But if we are dumping record by record, means one record of employee I entered, then dump. One record I entered, then dump. So while reading also, while loading of the record also, one record will be read at a time. So that example we can see later on. So right now I am dumping all the records together. So that's why I am reading also, loading also all the records together in read file. So all the records, 2 records I wrote in the file, and that will be loaded in with the help of pickle module and stored in data variable. Now if you want to see, you can see over here what are the in one go. If you can print, just for your knowledge or just for your interest, you can print and see what it will be. Data variable will contain all the records which are stored in file emp.dat, all the records. Because why? So it is very important how we are dumping. The way we are dumping, that way we have to load it. So we have dumped at one step, so we have loaded also in one step, and then from data variable, record by record, we are going to read the data. So here, if you will write, suppose you are writing this, I am putting this in a comment line, you can run and see what will be the type of rec variable. Here rec variable, when for loop I am running, so rec variable will have first record. Suppose data variable is having n number of records in it which is being loaded. So but in rec variable, initially first record will be stored. So now what is the data type of first record? Whatever the data type of first record, further records will have the same data type. So it will be giving list, because I have loaded in the form of list. So now the first records at the 0th index, what we had ID. So but we'll be using the, so there is a indexing. So as we know, list has index. So 0th index we are having ID. At first index, I remember, and I have shown you also, that name of the employee. So that was in first, and salary was in second index. So when we are running that file, we are getting this result in a formatted output, because I have written in that way. ID is one. In a better way, you can also print the data. So this is reading from the file emp.dat. All the two records are being read successfully with the help of load method. So this is a simple program how you can load the contents if you have stored in as a one record. So one record means at once you have stored the data of the list. Here I have stored. So next, so we have seen how to write the data into the file, how to read it. Now just we'll explore something more, how to search any record or to modify any record after that. So how to search? If I have stored only 2 records there, we can add more records there. So in how to search the data, that we'll just see. So searching of record in binary file, this is the coding for that. There are many ways to search it, so I'm using this way, but after learning, what I hope you can search in the better way. Maybe you will be finding other way for searching, but this is one of the way how you can search it. So firstly, as normally we are doing, we are creating the pickle object, means pickle module we are importing, and I have created one alias, few variables here. We'll be seeing later on what is the use of these variables, and the file is being read because here we are searching of a record. So searching of a record, that means we need to read record by record, we need to read it. So in binary mode, reading from the same file emp.dat, and then we are loading the whole content into the data variable, and then we are writing here which ID we want to search. So as per my concern, already we have stored 2 records there with the ID 101 and 102. You can add more records and experiment. So for rec in data, the same way we are running the loop. So first record will be stored over here, and if, as we know, ID is at 0th index in the list, so I have put 0 over here, and just storing the which record. If this will be successful, that means ID is matched. If this is true, that means ID is matched. So that records data before, because we are searching. So what details we have searched? This is, if this is true, that means search is successful. So which record we have searched? So that, for that purpose, I am just putting some code over here, taking variables and trying to print which record we have searched. So the record details will be displayed over here in this format. And found, now what is the role of found variable? Initially you can see found is 0. So I think we don't need a record variable here, so I'll be removing unnecessary, we don't need it. So here I'm printing the details. Found 1, initially found is 0, and when record is, because this is all indented, that means these all are in if statement, and this is break if record is searched. If, because we are expecting that ID is unique, the ID is not matching, so after researching, if you will not break, it will, even after search, it will go to search in next record. But we are considering that ID is unique. For uniqueness checking also we can add some coding. So here simply I am searching the record, printing the details of the record. Found equal to 1 means data is found, and then the loop terminates. But if found remains 0 throughout, that means data is not found. So a very simple code. In first step it's better to go for a simple code. Later on we can modify, we can do in a various ways, and let us see what happens after running this code. So once again I'll run this screen. So I have run the program and I have searched for the ID 102. So 102 was Kriti and her salary was this one. So it is showing the details correctly. So now once again we can run that program and just see for another. I'm running once again, and then this time I'm giving 10, only 2 records as I have saved. So I'll be first I have searched it, it was found, and then so successfully you can see here we are able to search for the record. So this is how we can do the searching, and it's very simple. So now next step is, if we want to modify the existing record, anyone's salary, maybe it happens at the time we require updation, salary, in missing or some spelling mistake in the name, anything. So we'll just see a small example for modification, and our record is having only 3 things, that is, so in the file there are 3 things only: ID, and ID is at 0th index of the list, then name at 1st index, and salary at 2nd index. From the same file we are working, so I'll show the step-by-step processing. So modifying the record, that you require little understanding over here. Pickle module as usual, an empty list, found 0, open the file in RB plus mode. Now this is important to understand, because we need to search, we need to read. So R, because it is binary file, so it is B, and plus because after searching, after reading, we need to write also, we need to dump also the modified data. That is why plus means for it will give the permission for dumping or writing to the file also. So now which ID? So first we will do the same process as we have done in searching, and then we will modify, because which record to be modified, that we are searching, and then after searching we are loading the complete detail, that already we have seen, and here this is as such not required. So if you want, you can omit this line also. So con variable already I have taken here, so we can here we have taken these temporary variables and just storing the value. And if you want to print the present record, what is there in the present record, you can add this line, or you can put it in comment line. So now if ID matches, already we have seen in the search coding, if ID matches, so whatever the name was written there, it was written, I think, if whatever the name is there, whichever record I'll be searching, there happy will be stored. But if you want to enter some value, you can write over here, input, enter new name, enter new name, whichever name you will be entering, that will be stored in R1. That is because name is, we are modifying the name, and then we are appending, that means the modified data we are appending in the record list. So this if and else is very important to understand, because input means the new, if record is searched, this if says if record is searched, we are entering, we are appending in the list the new data. R1 will have the new data now. And if we are not getting this match, then just simply as it is, whatever data we already had, we will write there, we'll append in the list. Right now we are appending in the list, so we are adding in the list. So in the list, suppose any record we are not getting, the first record if we are not getting, then that will be simply added to the list. Second record is not matched, that will be also added. Third record of the employee is not matched with ID, then also that will also. Suppose fourth record is matched, and now fourth employee's name to be modified, or spelling mistake was there something, so we'll do the correction, and again that will be appended to the list with the modified data. Now fifth record again is not matching with. So if fifth record again is not matching with the data, it will be going to append in the list named record. Again sixth record, if it is not going to match, again it will be appended to the list. So this is how all the data along with the modification will be stored in the list variable named record. Now after the loop is over, all records are read and where modification was required has done, and all the details are now in record list variable. After the loop terminates, if found still remains 0, that means data not found. And then in else part, which is important to understand or new for you maybe, that I have used one seek function. Seek means as in media player, and seek means we will be taking the track to that location. So there is a detail that we'll discuss later, but right now why we are using seek function over here, because when in the same program we are reading and writing, we are loading also, and we are later on we have to dump the modified data also. So after reading, it is very important to understand where the file pointer is after reading or writing. So in the same file, because I am reading or writing, so where the file pointer is after loading all the details, the file pointer will be at the end of the file, because it has loaded all the records into the data variable. So file pointer in file will be locating at the end of the file employee.dat. That means all the records, and after that at the end of the file, at the end of all records, pointer will be placed. So we have to set the pointer at the starting. 0 means at the beginning it will go. So file pointer will be set at the beginning, and there we will dump the modified details which was stored in the record, which is the name of the list variable, because list variable is having the complete details along with the old data and the modified data. So we are taking the file pointer. If record is found, then we are taking the file pointer. If record is found means we are else part is running. We are taking the file pointer to the beginning. Again we are dumping the whole record along with the modified data into which file? Into employee.dat. In file means employee.dat. In file represents employee.dat. So that will be dumped to where? It will be dumped to in file, which is employee.dat, and name updated, because I have only updated the name. So no name updated message will be there. And then closing the file. Because we are working in the same file pointer for loading and dumping, so seek function is important to place the file pointer. And now we'll see what will happen to my. So first we'll see what is the records already present, the previous data. So once again we are going to read the file so that we can see the previous data. Reading. We'll be running this program. So these two data is there in the file. In the file these two data is there. Now I will be modifying, and any record I can modify. So we'll be going back to that file for modify where we have written. So now we'll be running this. So as you can see in the screen, in the output screen, we have two records. One is Sam and one is Happy. Means Sam, one employee is Sam, one employee is Happy, whose record is being stored in file named emp.dat. So now we are going to run this file for modification, and then enter the ID to search, or we can give a proper message, enter the ID whose name. In this we are only modifying the name. We can modify other details also, like we are modifying name. So which ID's name to be modified? So 102 I'm entering. Data, okay, you can see here I have entered the ID 1022. So it is correctly giving data not found. So again we are going to run that file of modification and we'll get it that which record. So here the output screen we have, then for modification, this is for modification, and we are going to run this file. So enter the ID to search. ID here we are searching for. So we are here we are searching. So once again I am showing you what file is already having, so that we can compare it with modification. The file is having this detail. Now we'll do the modification, and in modification when we'll run this file, enter the ID to search whose data to be modified. I am entering 102. Enter new name in place of happy, whatever name, the 102, that means this record. So whatever name if I would like to give, that is Suzanne. So now it has some errors. Let us modify the error. So we'll try to run and this file for modification, and we'll try to modify the previous details what you had we had in our file. So right now we are having this detail 101 Sam salary is specified on the screen, and then 102 name is happy, salary is specified 569025. So let us run this modify program and try to modify, maybe in place of happy we want to give some other name. So we'll run this program, enter the ID to search. So I gave 102, which is whose name to be modified. Enter new name. I'm entering Suzanne, and then name updated. Now we'll try to read the details where really it is saved in the file or what happened. So we'll read the program where we have, now we'll run this and we'll read and see. You can see here successfully we were able to write in place of earlier we were, you can see on the screen here, earlier we were having the name happy, now the name is Suzanne. So, and this is, hence this is modify. This is one of the way we can modify. There are more ways we can modify in binary files. So you can once again we'll open that program of modification so that you can compare it. Like we have compared with already I have explained these coding, and this seek, dump, and then a message is coming name updated as the name is updating, and then finally the file dot close. So this is the way, one of the way we can modify in the binary files. So in next tutorial we'll be just doing more workout on this and some more methodologies, some more detail about seek function, tell function, and there are other way also how we can read the details of the file, because always it is depending upon the requirement we have to change the coding. Always one situation won't be working. So we'll do more exploration in this, and you can try out more in this. Already today what we have seen, just a recap, what we have seen how to read the content from the file. Firstly what we have seen, how to write, then read. Firstly we will be writing, how to write the details into the file. Then what we have seen, how to read the content from the already existing file. Then what we have seen, how to search the record in the file, and then what we have seen, how to modify the content in the file. So that's all for this tutorial. Happy coding. Enjoy your day.